Hi, this is Kevin Deal from Upscale Audio, and today we're going to talk about the Musical Fidelity M6si, one of the greatest integrated amps on the market. And why is that? First of all, because of the company. Musical Fidelity has a history, a long history, of spending a little bit more money on parts, quality, and finish compared to other manufacturers. They have always been that way. I've always called them out on it. I've always applauded them for it. And this amplifier is no exception. Look at the metalwork. If you compare the metalwork on this to other competing brands, they just don't compare. And then most important, look at the inside. This is a real amplifier. The power amp section is dual mono. Look at them guns. And this has got real guns. It's got a big ass toroidal power transformer. It's huge. It's huge. And it's deep, just like that. Power transformers are the single largest cost in building an amplifier. And I'm telling you this, that's where these big companies, the bigger the company, the worse they are in screwing you by giving you little wimpo-vision parts. And these guys do not. Not only is it a huge transformer, but it's a toroid. And toroidal transformers can cost 5 times more than a regular EI core or C core transformer. But there's a benefit to toroids, and what is it? You know, they don't radiate hash and junk into the preamp section, into the phono stage. And it's not that you would recognize it as hash or junk. What you would hear is an obscuring of detail. Just a little bit of the edge coming off of a guitar where you don't hear the reverberation and you don't hear it trailing on in the recording. If you can drop noise, that's going to help you. And having a toroidal transformer, it's an expensive way to do it, but it's the best way to do it. So who puts these in? Musical Fidelity. Manley Labs does on the Chinook. Balanced Audio Technology does it on their preamps. Prima Luna does it on all their components. It's the best way to go. It's expensive, but it's worth it. Let's look at the amplifier. 220 watts per channel. Boom! That's what I'm talking about. And it is a true dual mono design. So it's got a preamp and a pair of dual mono power amps. Literally dual mono all the way to the power supply. Big filter capacitance. Big output devices. It's got a lot of balls. If you've got difficult to run speakers, this amplifier is going to get the job done. You can't just look at the power rating of an amp. A 220 watt amp from Musical Fidelity can have better bang and better bottom end and better throw than a 500 watt amp from another company. You have to look at how the products are built. It has a built-in phono stage. I like having an external phono stage, usually, because I just think that it's a very competitive market and you can get a lot for the money. But as far as an internal phono stage goes, these guys have done a great job because they make amazing phono stages. It's moving coil and moving magnet, and it's very well done and it's very substantial. You can tell by just looking at the parts. Top notch. One of the inputs can be switched to a home theater bypass. So when you got a little switch on the back, so you can take one of the inputs, dedicate it to that, so you can use this in a home theater system. So you know what to do with that. You take all your 2-channel music sources and plug it into this. And then you have a surround sound processor with a preamp output jack for the left and right fronts. Run that to the home theater in. You switch to the home theater mode, and instead of being an integrated, this becomes your big ballsy power amp. So you can have the best of a 2-channel world and a surround sound world. Just a fabulous amp. It's got a pair of balanced ends. I'm not going to tell you that that means a whole lot. It's just a pair of balanced ends because it doesn't mean that it's a balanced design. And a balanced design isn't necessarily better anyway. Not something to even be concerned with. Look. You want to be concerned with getting something that's built to last a lifetime. I've got Musical Fidelity components here that have been bought like over 20 years ago. I've got some that have been traded in, and the things still work because they have always had a history of using good stuff. I like these guys. I like this amp. If you have any questions, give us a call. Go to our website. Come to our beautiful 10,000 square foot store. I promise you, everybody here is going to take time to understand what you're trying to achieve. We will treat your system just like it's ours. Thanks.